marketing. It is like speaking on non-glamorous topics. HRM, is it not? न्यूरो मार्केटिंग थोड़ा वजन लगता है. न्यूरो मार्केटिंग ठीक है, न्यूरो मार्केटिंग वजन बढ़ जाता है. बिग डेटा, डेटा ठीक है, बिग डेटा बोलने से वजन बढ़ जाता है. सो दीज आर glamorous topics actually. So after that, in the end, HRM, that too missing edge. Where is the missing edge? वो लिखा तो है सामने, है ना? So it is written. So my topic is over. I got the gift. So is it not? So I would like to ask the students behind. How many of you want to work in HRM?
All hands should go up by now.
All hands?
Yeah, because that's
Marketing से ज़्यादा है कि नहीं? Marketing से ज़्यादा? Then it's okay. See, we are competitors. Marketing, operations, finance, strategy. These are our competitors. But HR इधर, बाकी सब. If anybody can call themselves innocent in this whole gamut, it is HR. Is it not? We are so innocent. See, some people are saying no way. Actually, I agree with some of the speakers who have told you some things today from morning, and I don't agree with some of the speakers which have, some of the talks which have been delivered. One is, which I agree, is marketing is innocent. Because again, going back to brain, everything is relative. So if something is more dangerous than marketing, then marketing automatically becomes innocent. Okay, so there is something, HR maybe sometimes less or more innocent than marketing, will see that. Okay. The second thing which I disagree with Manoj is that there are so many techniques required for analyzing the brain. वो fMRI सुना था ना? See, these are heavy words, huh? These are catchy words. fMRI means you will scan the brain, take the MRI, what your brain is thinking. You need a machine to do that. My wife does not need a machine to do that. She can actually guess what I am thinking immediately. And there was a goggles which can track what you are seeing. She doesn't need a goggles. She tracks what I am seeing. So not every time you need a neuro. You can actually, the brain itself, as you saw, it has a huge computational power. And I am saying this because she is not here, is it not?
Even Manoj is not here.
Yeah, even Manoj is not here, but I can say that in front of him. So, yeah, and one more thing which was told today was you need to think, is it not?
yes.
In the morning, first lecture, the gist was you need to think. Tough hai? Easy hai? Easy है कि tough है? See, this is thinking is easy or tough? Tough? Depends upon what? 16 or 1910 onwards. Before that, it is known as traditional HRM. After that, it is known as modern HRM. But when you see modern HRM, it is also divided into various phases, and we will see how these phases have evolved and where has the H been in these phases. So when we talk about traditional HRM, when Shah Jahan was building Taj Mahal, he was using some HRM techniques, is it not? Otherwise, such a beautiful building may not be have constructed. Traditional HRM existence of HRM is there, but there is no formal separate function of HRM. It is a concept which is intermingled with general management. So the general management aspect or general manager says that you have to decisions, personal judgment. Somebody is very lenient, he becomes a fatherly leader. Somebody is very strict, he becomes a notorious leader, etc. Okay, this is traditional HRM, which viewed workers as carry load. Okay, the work is very simple. Technically, it is not very evolved. It's not very complex. There will be demand. You go there, you buy people who will work for you. There is a Raja who will guide you what to do. His Mantri will guide you, so that monarch system of employment is there. That is traditional HRM, when the production technology is simple and repetitive, low skilled physical labor. That continued till 1880s, when the technology was not very advanced. The things used to happen in craftsmen. So you cannot replicate Taj Mahal every 6 months. You build a Taj Mahal in Agra, then in Delhi, then in Lucknow, etc. But it's a craft-based work, so it's a